Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba.
You know what? You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this.
Donnell Rawlings is causing conversation after an appearance during Roast Battle at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles didn't go as planned. Last week, Rawlings was a guest judge during a Roast Battle show, along with famous roaster Jeff Ross and country artist Teddy Swims. Rawlings' night would end with the audience booing him for attempting to hijack the entire night and making himself the center of attention, despite not being an integral part of the show. Now, Donnell's interruptions started before the show officially began, and as the night went on, the interruptions appeared to be more frequent. Many would point out that Donnell seemed a little drunk as he would slur some of his words. The host of the roast battle even got tired of Donnell's constant attempts at being the center of attention. He would say, "Welcome back to the Donnell Rawlings podcast, everybody. This is what you came to see." The first roast battle didn't live up to the expectations, as the up-and-coming comedians who performed didn't do too well on stage. Jeff Ross would jokingly point that out, trying to bring back the energy in the room, while Donnell joined in and unintentionally brought the energy back down by asking if they could stop the roast battle because neither comedian is going to make it nor has a future in comedy.
Yo, Jeff, I know you got a format.
Yeah.
I know you have a format.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance. Yo,
Good
shut
news.
the fuck up.
They're
Jeff,
so
please.
bad. Donnell's about to commit suicide.
No.
What are you doing? Are you
I'm
jumping?
just saying, Jeff, I love you, nigga. You got a great thing going on.
Eventually, one of the up-and-coming comedians had enough of Donnell's interruptions and would tell him to shut up. Once he did that, the entire audience cheered for the young comedian for saying what was on everyone's mind. Now, this would lead to the host telling Donnell if he respects the rules of the show, the audience will respect him, only to notice Donnell wasn't paying attention. That's when the host invited the audience to boo Donnell every time he talks. And the next time Donnell attempted to speak, he was met with boos, which caused him to hop on stage to try and defend himself. Unfortunately, however, the boos would get louder, followed by the audience chanting, "You're not Chappelle," and "Ashy Larry."
It ain't so much worse. Let me explain something to you. You don't gotta listen. I don't give a fuck about a boo. You know what? You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this. You know what? I'm not Chappelle. But guess what? I did. I made Chappelle's show what the fuck it was, nigga.
Now, this isn't the first time that Donnell has had a tough experience at Roast Battle. Several years ago, during an appearance on the Kill Tony podcast, Donnell was a guest judge, but walked off stage once another comedian got the best of him.
You make no sense to me. This part I'm trying to make. I'm about to leave right now because...
No, you're not. Come
No,
on,
no,
Donnell.
no, I'm going to leave.
You made fun of his jeans.
Holy shit, this is really happening. All right, let's get right into it.
Of course, Donnell's fellow comedian Corey Holcomb would catch wind of what happened at the Comedy Store. If you remember, just last year, Holcomb would follow up after Donnell on stage at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, where he would make a few jokes at Donnell's expense. Now, as a result, Donnell would infamously shout back at Holcomb while he was on stage, and the two would engage in a back and forth, where Holcomb would end up calling Donnell a mild comedian. During the last episode of the 5150 show, Holcomb would address the recent incident.
I mean, the comics, he wouldn't even let the comics perform.
Man.
He talk about they ain't gonna make it. You didn't make it, motherfucker. You open up for motherfucker Dave Chappelle and got a chance to be on his show. Hey, how about this? Hey, Dave Chappelle, when they canceled you, it was Ashy Larry who was like, I'll do it.
While this is the second time a roasting audience has gotten the best of Donnell in public, it will be interesting to see how he decides to recover from this situation. When this happened last time, several fans, including the host of Kill Tony, Tommy Hinchcliffe, and Joe Rogan, wouldn't let him hear the end of his supposed meltdown. So what do you guys think about Donnell Rawlings' recent outbursts? Was it necessary that they booed him? Let's just talk about it more in the comments below. And don't forget, you can stay up to date for the latest news in comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel and follow Comedy Hype across all social media. Plus, if you want to see more from us, you can go to hypersclub.com, where you can check out full interviews from our network. Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba.